This dog discovered someone drowning and immediately dragged the person to shore. After unzipping the boy's jacket, the dog began performing CPR. The boy coughed up water and was successfully saved, but when he saw that his rescuer was a dog, he fainted again. When he came to, he noticed his wet clothes had been neatly hung on a line to dry. Realizing the dog meant no harm, he checked its tag and learned its name. After a thorough inspection, he decided to adopt the dog, but since his parents didn't like dogs, he had to sneak back home carefully. Only after confirming his parents weren't around did he signal for the dog to come, but the dog suddenly turned and walked away. Turns out, he had been lured away by the neighbor's poodle. The boy had no choice but to carry the dog back. In the days that followed, the dog was hidden in his room, waving goodbye to his young master every morning, and eagerly waiting by the door before school ended. But it wasn't to welcome the boy home. He just needed to go to the bathroom. Sadly, good times didn't last. The family was moving to a new city. That night, the boy poked holes in a moving box, planning to secretly take the dog along. But before leaving, the dog had unfinished business. While the boy slept, the dog climbed out the window, and, holding a bouquet of flowers, went to see the poodle for a date. The poodle was overjoyed, and invited him to spend the night in her doghouse. It wasn't until the next day that the dog left, only to find his owner already preparing to depart. The dog ran desperately after the vehicle. When the boy saw him, he quickly opened the window, but his father noticed and sped up, leaving the dog behind. Still, the dog didn't give up. Following the scent trail, he chased after them. Every so often, the boy would get out of the car under the pretense of needing to pee, leaving behind more of his scent, but the road was long and there was no food or water. Eventually, the dog could go no further. Luckily, a passerby found him. The dog thought he'd met a kind person, but once taken home, he realized this man was a dog trafficker. Fortunately, the dog was clever. After the man left, he found a soft spot in the floor and started digging. Soon enough, he dug a hole and escaped, and even freed all the other dogs too. The dog's heroic deed was picked up by the media, and the boy recognized him on the news. So he sent a letter to the TV station, hoping the dog would come back to him. At that time, the dog had joined a kind family and was freeloading meals. But unexpectedly, a lawyer showed up, with a court summons for the dog. Turns out the dog trafficker was furious, and sued the dog for property damage, even presenting the dog's poop from the scene as evidence. Absurd as it was, this ridiculous evidence actually worked. Unable to speak, the dog had to press its paw print as a signature. The cellmates were shocked to find they were sharing a cell with a dog. Luckily, one of them was a dog lover, and took good care of him. The boy's letter was eventually passed along to the prison. After reading it, the dog decided it had to escape. That night, it began digging a tunnel to break out. The cellmates held up mirrors to keep watch. Finally, they dug their way out. Man and dog escaped the prison together. After bidding farewell to his cellmate, the dog set off once again in search of his beloved owner. After several days of difficult travel, he finally laid eyes on the boy he had longed for so much.